Hey everyone! So I am super excited because I get to bake a cake today. My super amazing sweet niece turned 6 years old on Wednesday and they're having her birthday party tomorrow. It's a Barbie themed birthday party. So she asked me to make her the Barbie doll dress cake, which I have never done before. So I'm super excited to do it for her. I've already got the Barbie picked out and I have this plan in my head about how I want to decorate it, and I just cannot wait to get started. I am not gonna have you guys follow along as I bake the cake because I'm doing my chocolate cake with vanilla buttercream and I already have a video uploaded of that cake recipe. So I will have you guys follow along as I do the decorating. I'm so excited to do this. I've never carved a cake before, you know, into a shape. So I'm so excited to do this for her, and I just hope that it turns out as beautifully as I have it planned out in my head. So let's get started. For the cake to be tall enough, I used 2 8-inch round cakes and 2 6-inch round cakes. I know I've said this before, but I am just a home baker who makes cakes for family and friends who ask. I have made a few cakes for people who have reached out to me on Facebook, but this was definitely outside my comfort zone, and I definitely made some mistakes along the way, but learned from them. My first mistake was covering the second layer completely in frosting, which really hindered the carving process. I did my best and powered through and carved as best I could to make that dress shape. Now here comes my second mistake. I started to do the crumb coat, and once I was finished, I realized that this cake was not at all bell-shaped. You can see here that I carved the top 2 layers to get the dress more of a bell shape. Thankfully, it was doable and it didn't affect the cake at all. My next mistake comes right after doing the crumb coat. While the cake was in the refrigerator, I mixed up 4 different shades of pink. Unfortunately, it wasn't until after I completely finished the cake that I realized the shades of pink didn't exactly match the bodice the way I would have liked. I apologize, but I took 2 phone calls while decorating this cake and I lost some of the video. Using the largest petal tip and the lightest color pink frosting, I created the ruffles at the very front of the dress. And then using the 1M tip, I did rosettes for the back of the dress with the 4 different shades of pink. Again, using the largest petal tip with the lightest color pink, I added 2 rows of ruffles to the top of the dress. I added a few drops of pink food coloring to some white fondant to add 2 pieces of ribbon to the dress. I use a little bit of frosting to help me attach the ribbon to the front of the dress. Once I have both pieces of ribbon in place, I use the smallest petal tip and the lightest colored pink frosting to add ruffles to fill in the gap at the top of the dress. I add some white pearl sprinkles to the top of the dress to give her a little something extra. The last thing I did was add a little bit of edible glitter to the dress to give her some sparkle. I had some extra batter, so I was able to add 18 cupcakes, which I included beautiful pink rosettes on top, and of course I used some of that glitter for some extra sparkle. And here is my completed Barbie cake. My sweet niece didn't even care that the colors were not an exact match. She was so excited. Thanks for following along.